Today's Cowboys Report is made possible by Roan. I am rocking one of their polos, and you guys should too. 20% off over at roan.com/chatsports when you use promo code chatsports. More on them in today's preview of the Cowboys against the LA Rams. And if you want the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Rams, come off the bye with a victory, then like today's video right now. The numbers do not lie. This is the third time in Cowboys Report history we will have previewed a Cowboys-Rams regular season game. Back in 2020, Cowboys lost 1,300 likes. 2022, almost 2,000. The numbers don't lie. 2,000 likes on today's video, and the Cowboys will beat the Rams. Dallas is now a 6.5-point favorite as of filming. That is a full-point jump from when the line initially opened on Monday or Sunday night, I guess, at 5.5. The Rams coming off a very disappointing loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've been about league average across the board. Points scored and points allowed, despite really, I think their offense I thought would be a lot better. And their defense would be worse, but that's where we're at. The Cowboys, meanwhile, they're 4-2, fresh off the bye. Helped by some blowout games. They've got top 5 offense and defense there. They got a big win over the Chargers. Their offense has still not been nearly as consistent as it needs to be moving forward for this organization. Defense bounced back in a major way. Now they get Stafford and Kupp and Puka Nacua, etc. The Rams, meanwhile, a maybe troubling trend for Dallas. Win-loss, loss against the Bengals in prime time, narrow win over the Colts, narrow loss to Philly, blowout win over Arizona, loss to Pittsburgh. Does the loss-win trend continues? They've been up and down this year, but they have the ability to make some big plays happen on offense and on defense with guys like Aaron Donald. Does make it a little bit complicated. It's not going to be an easy game. The Rams are a borderline playoff team, but if the Cowboys have their A game, they will win. Not have their A game every game, though, so far this season. One quick bit of injury news. Sounds like Dallas is mostly healthy at the moment. Juanyeh Thomas did miss the Week 6 game for the Cowboys with a hamstring injury. He hurt it the previous game. He was doubtful, did not practice. We'll see if he participates Wednesday, Thursday, but the extra week of recovery should bode well for Juanyeh being able to go. And so we'll wait and see for sure if that ends up happening or not. Who do you got then in this one? C for the Cowboys, R for the Los Angeles Rams. Get those predictions in at the pin comment of today's video. If the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. Key victory number 1. You have to let Dak deal. The conservativity is not going to work for this offense. And your best offensive games have come when you have allowed Dak Prescott to have success through the air, in particular on early downs. The TD interception ratio doesn't look that great, but we can look at stuff like EPA per play, which helps factor in how you've moved the ball down the field. If you take out garbage time, where most of those INTs have come, he actually is at a top 5 level. I don't think he's really a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. But when the Cowboys have allowed Dak to be more aggressive, better things have happened. So they should probably do more of the things that work. You cannot force yourself or force your quarterback to bail you out on third downs every game. It'll work against lesser teams. It'll probably work against the Rams. Against the Niners, the Eagles, it's not going to work every time. And it's not going to work come playoff time. So this game and moving forward, you have to let Dak deal. You can't play scared, as Mike McCarthy's team has done so far this year from a play calling perspective. Win or lose, be aggressive. It'll make for a better result in the overall results for this Cowboys team. Today's show is made possible by Roan. I love their polos. It's not just polos that they offer, by the way. It's dress shirts, it's quarter zips, it's incredibly comfortable pants as well. You can get ready for any occasion with the Roan Commuter Collection. That's pants, dress shirts, quarter zips, polos, and more. You never have to worry about what to wear with the Roan Commuter Collection. They've also got Gold Fusion anti-odor technology. Help you smelling fresh and clean all day long. By the way, Rhone, 100% machine washable, so no more annoying trips to the dry cleaner at all. The Rhone Commuter Collection gets you straight through any workday and right into whatever comes next. Head to Rhone.com/chatsports and use promo code chatsports to get 20% off your entire order. That's 20% off your entire order at RHONE.com/chatsports when you use code chatsports. Find your corner office comfort. Upgrade your closet with Rhone. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. All right, key to victory number 2. Ties into your offense, right? Where's your ground game been? Very inconsistent, troubling results so far this year. Week 1, rainy game. Kind of blow out late. 4.1's fine for that. For the way that game script went, no complaints. Jets game, it was better before you ran it a bunch down the stretch. So, again, not the best efficiency, but game script was fine. You ran the ball great against Arizona until you got in the red zone when your ground game collapsed. So, best game so far. Patriots, fine. 4.1 yards per carry. The Niners and Chargers games, your quarterbacks were running the ball a lot more than maybe you'd like to in an ideal scenario, and it was the best part of your ground game. You've had half your games this year under 4 yards a carry. That is not good enough. Scheme's not good enough. You've missed some holes. Execution, all of it's a problem. I am begging the Cowboys to do more motion at the snap, get Pollard out on the edges. I'm calling it the tight zone ground game is not working. It's not really duo. It's kind of inside zone. It's more power than anything. They have to space it out more. If they're trying to pull their athletic linemen, stretch them instead. Go to the outside. It will lead to much better results. What is your confidence level in beating the LA Rams this weekend? Scale it for me from 1 to 10. 1, the low end, and 10, the high end. Number 3, pressure Matthew Stafford. Arm talent-wise, he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. The numbers this year have not been that great. In general, been a bit of a defensive resurgence across the NFL, but Matthew Stafford's completing under 60% of his passes, a lot of yards. They've thrown it a ton this year. And then 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, a lot of inconsistency out of Matthew Stafford. The issues tend to come when he is under pressure. EPA per play, your quarterback Dak Prescott is 6th this year. Matthew Stafford is 14th. Jordan Love and Jimmy Garoppolo around him, which is those schemes work well for EPA in terms of moving the ball effectively. Stafford, when he gets pressured, he will make mistakes. You can get interceptions off of Stafford. He's shown that time and time again over the course of his NFL career. If you want free Cowboys videos and a watch party this Sunday for America's team against LA, you're at the right spot. Hit that sub button right now for more free Dallas Cowboys videos. Number 4, special teams must tighten up. They almost killed that game with, I actually don't blame Tolbert for going after the ball. Got to clear it out. He thought it was live. I get it. Can't have turnovers, though. I know you're down a bunch of key pieces on that special teams core with Damone Clark not playing that much because of your linebacker woes. Goodwin out for the year or at least a while at minimum. You need to tighten it up. We will spend some time on Brett Maher, Brandon Aubrey. Maher was bad. He cost the team 7 points last week for the Rams. Yeah, he missed 2 field goals and an extra point. Classic Maher, unfortunately. At least inconsistency for Maher. Aubrey's been good. You need to have good special teams plays. Don't make big mistakes in particular. All right, I'll get to my prediction at the end of today's show. But what is your score prediction for the Cowboys against the Rams? Get it in for me right now in the comments. All right, you knew what number 5 was going to be, right? You knew it was going to be Aaron Donald. It is much easier said than done, don't get me wrong. But please block Aaron Donald. Most quarterbacks, and including the Dak Prescott, tend to struggle when there is pressure in your face. So Tyler Smith, Tyler Biotish, Zach Martin, Tyron with Terrence helping out as well. Block Aaron Donald. He's a damn good football player. There's no way around it. He is awesome. He is dynamic. The numbers have not been eye-popping, relative to previous years out of Aaron Donald, but the results have been there. He is still one of the best players in all of the NFL. If you do not block him up, your quarterback's in for a rough time. So you better do it in this game. As promised, score prediction before we go. I've got the Cowboys winning and covering. That's what great teams do. 27-20. I think it'll be a narrow game. I think this might end up coming down to Maher, Aubrey, field goals, etc. Maybe down the stretch, maybe a big miss, maybe a big make, whatever. Give me the Cowboys to win 27-20.